This uncle is truly a talent. He managed to trade his brand new leather shoes at a scrap yard for a scrapped bicycle. His plan was to use the bike's hub to create a woodworking tool. First, he removed the bike wheel, cut off all the spokes with pliers, and then secured the hub while removing the screws to detach the side with the freewheel. Next, he knocked the freewheel off by tapping counterclockwise and disassembled the remaining spokes. Afterward, he reassembled the hub and cleaned it with gasoline to remove any grime. Then, Uncle prepared 2 wooden boards. The dimensions were 40 centimeters long by 24.5 centimeters wide for one, and 29 centimeters long by 22 centimeters wide for the other. He also gathered a few square wood blocks and a hinge. First, he clamped the thicker block of wood into a vise and drilled a hole slightly off-center. After drilling, he used a square ruler to mark the hole's size and position. He then drew 2 equally wide lines on the square wood block, following which he sawed along the lines to create a groove just wide enough to fit the hub. With careful hammering, he embedded the hub into the groove. To ensure the hub wouldn't loosen, he fixed it in place with 3 screws on each side. Next, he applied glue to the center of the larger board and attached a wood strip to it. He repeated this step on the right side with a longer strip. After flipping the board, he drilled holes where the strips were and screwed them in to ensure they were securely fastened to the board. Then, he glued the hub-mounted board to the center wood strip and attached 2 small blocks to each end of the adjacent wood strip. A vertical block was also glued next to the hub to attach a hinge that would connect to the other wooden board. After gluing another block to the second board, he mounted the hinge and secured it to the block next to the hub. Finally, Uncle mounted a power drill to the hub's central axis, securing it with a large clip. Once plugged in, the drill spun the hub's axis. He attached a saw blade to the other end of the hub's axis. By now, you've probably guessed what Uncle made, right? That's right, a mini circular saw. Simply press down on the upper wooden board and the saw blade will cut through the material. And just like that, this DIY mini circular saw, built from a bike hub and a power drill, was completed. For woodworking enthusiasts, this is an affordable and practical tool. You no longer need to spend hundreds or even thousands on a circular saw. You can't help but admire Uncle's craftsmanship and creativity. If you had to rate this DIY circular saw, what score would you give it?